Hi team. Today we will learn about how to install Tableau, how to get the free trial version, how to get the free trial version license, how to get register about yourself to the Tableau community. Then we will start about how can we start interacting with the data. Then couple of other options. Okay. Hope you are able to see my screen. Okay. See, here is a official Tableau website. It's www.tableau.com. Once you go there, you get couple of options. One is sign in and another one is try now. Sign in is a free sign in. You can sign in with your personal Gmail address or else by using your company address. Then if you would like to try a free trial version of Tableau software, for example, Tableau Desktop or Tableau Online, all those kind of things, you just need to go to try now. Once you go there, you provide your business email, then say download free trial. Then you get the software. Just yesterday night, I have downloaded this Tableau Desktop, which is a Tableau 10 version. I can share it in the G drive. So you just need to double click on this to start the installation. Then you just need to say run, and it will ask you the path where you would like to install the Tableau. That's it. Okay. See, here you can see the license terms and conditions. Okay. So as and when you download free trial, you get the 14 days trial. So you can just say install. Right now I have a 1-year student version, so I am not going ahead with the Tableau 10. Okay. So you can just do the same thing, like you can start the installation by double clicking on the software. It will not ask you for any other parameters. One second, team. Team, are you able to see my screen now? Okay, let me show you once again. Guys, this is the Tableau website. Okay. This is the official Tableau website. So here you have a couple of options, like you can sign in, you can go for try now option. Okay. Sign in means you can get the access to Tableau website. For example, communities, software, those kind of things. Then without signing in, you can still go and download Tableau software. You just say try now and provide your business email address here, either Gmail or your company email address, then start downloading the free trial. Okay, you can do either of the option, or else if you want to buy, you can buy it, so which cost you around $1,000. Okay, see, look at this. Tableau desktop personal version is going to cost you $999. Then whereas the professional edition is going to be $2,000. And there are a couple of advantages with professional version. Whereas with the personal version, you can connect only 6 data sources. Whereas your professional edition, you can connect to 44 data sources. That is the biggest difference what I see. Okay. So that's the big difference. Then for trial version, you can just go and get the trial version from the website itself. So it will give you 14 days trial. So for example, yesterday night I have downloaded the software. Actually, I have already installed the Tableau on my laptop. Still, I wanted to show it to you how to install. So I have downloaded Tableau version 10. So here is the software on my desktop. Okay. So let me just start installing it. Double click on software. So it will ask you want to run this. Yes. So you just select the agreement which talks about the terms and conditions, and the licensing is as simple as that. It's going to give you 14 days trial version and say install, and it will start installing the Tableau desktop or Tableau public. Okay, Tableau desktop. So it's a quick one. It's not huge software, so it will get installed in few minutes. See, look at this. Now Tableau desktop is installed, so which is version 10. Okay. See, look at this. The difference between your public version and licensed version. For example, I have the student licensed version, which is about a year long version. Okay, here it shows you the connectors very less. For example, Excel, text file, Access, JSON. Okay, statistical file. Only these sources it started showing you, and when you click on more, also it don't show you many options. Okay, if you want to see more options, you have to upgrade now by paying it, or else by getting the student version. Okay, for example, if I open another Tableau version which is related to Tableau 9. Okay, see, I have Tableau 9.2 version as well on the same laptop. You can install multiple versions of Tableau desktop on the same laptop. So which is not going to throw you a error saying that you already on lower version of Tableau. So Tableau treats each version as a different version. For example, now I'm able to install two versions. One is Tableau 9.2 and another one is Tableau 10. Okay, Tableau 10, I don't have any external license. For example, a student version or a professional license. Whereas Tableau 9, I have two kind of licenses. One is student version, and another one is paid license. Okay, paid version, because it is from a organization. Okay, so I have both the versions. So look at this. This is Tableau 9.2 version, and it has lot of data connectivity options, whereas Tableau 10, it shows only couple of options. For example, you can connect to Excel sheet, text file, Access, and JSON with the Tableau 10, whereas with Tableau 9, I can still connect to lot of databases or data sources. We call it as data source. So for example, Excel, text file, MS Access, then I can connect to Tableau Server, MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle Database, Amazon Redshift. Not only these 10, okay. Here on the right hand side, you have lot more other options. For example, Postgres SQL, you can connect it. Oracle SBase, you can connect it, okay. And um, you can connect to Mapper Hadoop, okay. Then you can connect to Teradata, and you can use ODBC connectors. Then you still have Cloudera Hadoop, Amazon Redshift, lot of things you have it in the data sources. So that is the power of having the licensed version and don't having the licensed version. There is a difference as the website talks about it. Okay, if you go to buy, you can see the differences between your Tableau personal version as well as professional version. The same way, there are differences between your licensed free trial version, licensed version. Okay, the personal public version is going to have only 6 data sources. Okay, 1 year of updates and support included, and local saving and sharing. Okay, if you want to see more about it, you can say learn more, whereas your professional edition is going to have 44 data sources. Okay, then 1 year of update and support includes, then couple of other options like compatibility with Tableau Server, compatible with Tableau Online. So this we need it. This we need it. If you would like to publish your reports and dashboard to your end user. See, we are trying to make the reports and dashboards, or we are designing or we are building the reports and dashboard to publish it to end user. So if you want to do it, you need to have the access to Tableau Server. Okay, that is the main thing. So in companies we go for professional edition so that you get all of the options. Okay, then the second thing what I would like to introduce to you guys is Tableau Community. Okay, guys, as and when you want to learn any software, you should always connect to the community. For example, if you would like to learn OBAE, you have to connect to the Oracle Network, Oracle Technological Network, OTN. Okay. Then, if you at the same time, if you would like to learn Tableau, you have to connect to the Tableau community. Tableau community is so quick, so powerful, so you get answers for all your questions. For example, if you get stuck with any of the option, then you can post your questions in Tableau community. Okay, here is the Tableau community. Then you can just go to get started, or you can sign in, and Tableau recognizes ambassadors, which means the guys who answers more questions or who are very active in the community, they get some recognition saying that he's an ambassador. So it is applicable for any other community as well. Even in the OTN also, people provide points as and when you answer a question, then you can become a elite member, all those kind of things. So it shows how strong you are at the technical side. Okay, so that's the importance of that. So other than that, nothing else. So but please try to register in as a community member, then you will see a lot of things like this. Okay, so someone wants to create dynamic appliques. Okay, then someone wants to create a new view in the story. Okay, then you can see some top features as well. For example, people started discussing about the latest options of Tableau 10.1. Okay, so what are the new features they have added in 10.1 version when you compare with the Tableau 9 version? Like that, you will see a lot of discussions happening in the community and forum, and it is a excellent learning source as well. People make videos and post here, so all those kind of things you can find it out in the Tableau community. Okay, then the website is community.tableau.com, then /welcome. It's a welcome page. There you can see all the community activities. So look at this, you can see white papers, on-demand webinars, product demos, all those kind of things you can figure it out. Okay, then if you go to products, it talks about mainly Tableau desktop, server, online. So here are the multiple versions of Tableau, or multiple available products of Tableau. First one is Tableau desktop. Okay, so this Tableau desktop is nothing but it's a developer version. So by using Tableau desktop, we are going to build reports and dashboards. Okay, and later we will save that and we will publish to the people. So if you want to publish to the people or end users, you have to do it through Tableau Server. So Tableau Server is going to help us to publish our dashboards and reports to the end users. End users only log into Tableau Server and they will start seeing the data and reports. And if they would like to add new filters, they can add it. If they want to change the views, they can change it. That's the use of Tableau Server. Then Tableau, we have another version called Tableau Online. Tableau Online is nothing but Tableau on cloud, or else business intelligence on cloud. Okay, so instead of buying your desktop and installing it and maintaining the versions, upgrades, all those things, you would like to have access to a cloud environment where everything is built in ready, so you can use cloud. Okay, then you have another version called Tableau Reader. Okay, it helps you to read the saved desktop reports. Okay, for example, you see some non-technical guys but still they would like to open the reports, then you can ask them to install Tableau Reader, which is a free version. Then whatever the reports you have built it by using Tableau desktop and saved it on desktop or some directory, you can read or you can open those files by using Tableau Reader. Okay, then we have another version called Tableau Public. Okay, so it is for public and storytelling to the communities and all. So for that purpose we use Tableau Public. So out of all these versions, Tableau Desktop and Tableau Server are famous because these two, by using these two only, we can achieve our business intelligence, application building or data visualization. Okay, so the remaining things are okay. I mean, they have the products, but the usage of the products is very minimal and less. Okay, so whenever the company wanted to implement Tableau in their IT organizations, then they would like to go for Tableau Desktop and servers. Tableau Desktop is basically for the developers like us. Then Tableau Server is for end users. Okay, so let's start with Tableau 9.2, where I can show you a lot of connections. Then we can see the differences between Tableau 9 and 10 in comparison with some options. Okay, so I'm just closing this Tableau Desktop 10, and here is my Tableau Desktop 9. So after installation, if you would like to open Tableau software, you just need to go to all programs, then you say Tableau 9.2, or else you can make a shortcut on desktop. That is also possible. Guys, the main difference between Tableau and other reporting tools, for example OBA or Cognos, you can't maintain two versions of software on the same desktop or same server. It will ask you to upgrade the version. That's it. So at any point of time on one machine, you can have only one server. Okay, so but with the Tableau desktop you have the flexibility of having multiple versions, so that you can, while learning also, you can quickly compare the differences between old version and new version. So that is one more advantage. Okay, then once you open, you get this page, so it directly takes you to the connect page. Okay, so for example, I would like to read some data by using Tableau, then I would like to make reports. So today we will see about all the options, like what and all the options you have and navigations of the tool. Okay, I'm not directly jumping into the making the reports. Before that I would like to navigate the tool. Okay, the way how we have just walked through about, we had a walkthrough about the website, the same way I would like to walk you through about the Tableau options and navigations. Okay, okay, let's start with that. So as and when you open Tableau, it opens a book, book one. Okay, you can save it later. Then it will give you the options to connect to the multiple sources. For example, if it is a file, here are the different files. Okay, you can say other files. Okay, then other files give you the option to open the existing reports or dashboards. Okay, to open the existing reports or dashboards. Then if you click on Excel, it will show you some sample data. See, as and when you install Tableau, you are going to get some default data. Let me show you. Okay, see, here is the path. Uh, Tableau is installed in this path. Okay, C drive. Okay, then my documents, my Tableau repository. Let me open that. So go to documents or my documents. Look at this. You have Tableau repository. Then click on this. Here are the uh, folder structure of your Tableau desktop. Okay, then you can go to shapes. So in Tableau we use different shapes. For example, whether your sales is going up or down, arrows, rectangles, triangles, all those kind of shapes, you can figure it out here. Okay, for example, if you click on arrow, it will start showing you this down arrow, up arrow, lot of different colors, all those things. Look at this, these many kind of arrows you have it. Okay, for example, if you would like to add couple more options, you can add all those files or pictures here so that you can start utilizing it. Okay, so let me say small icons. See, look at this, these many arrow options the Tableau is going to give you to use it when you are building the reports to represent your data visually. Okay, then you have bars. So these are the bar options. Okay, you can put these symbols along with your data. Then see, here are the bug tracking things. Okay, so you can use these options as well. Then male or female, if you would like to represent, then you can use these many options. If you'd like to build KPIs, KPI stands for key performance indicators of any business. So you can use these symbols. Okay, so it tells about the data, like whether you are on the right track or you got stopped or you are going in a wrong way, all those kind of things. Then these are the proportions, so how much you accomplished, whether it's 100% or half empty or half full. Then 3/4 you achieved or 3/4 is empty, all those kind of things you can represent by using these symbols. Then ratings, so you can use these symbols to give some ratings as well. Okay, look at this, these are the thin arrows, some other different kind of arrows. Then if you would like to represent some weather data, weather forecast, those kind of things, so you can use these umbrella symbols and all. Okay, sun, all those symbols. So this is all about shapes directory. Okay, and workbooks. So this is one of the important directory. So what is meant by a workbook? As and when we open Tableau, it started saying about book. So when I save this as something as a workbook, which means I'm going to add report, dashboard, those kind of things, and I will save this as a workbook. Those things come and lie into this folder structure. So right now I don't have anything, so it is not showing any workbooks. Okay, then data sources, here it will show you what and all the data sources are available for Tableau to connect and build the reports right away. Okay, for example, 9.2 version, go to English. Okay, here is the sample data, and at the same time I have sample superstore workbook already built in. Okay, you can save anywhere. even you can save a workbook on your desktop as well. Okay, but by default, along with the Tableau desktop version, they have given couple workbooks which are stored under this path, okay, along with the data. Here is the sample data which we are going to use to learn Tableau. So let me walk you through about the data. So as and when you would like to build any reports or any data visualizations, first you should have a good understanding about your data. Then only you can make beautiful reports. So without having good understanding on any data or your data, you can't build beautiful reports because you don't know how to use the data uh, in different graphs and charts if you don't have any understanding of the data. So let me walk you through about the data which we get as default. So this is only for practice purpose, guys. So Tableau uses this spreadsheet to show you how can you make the reports or how can you learn Tableau by using the data. So they have chosen some data which is related to orders and people. So people is nothing but general people who are going to have their person name and region. Okay, look at this. Here are few people. So four people and their regions. So whether they belongs to west, east, central, south, that kind of information you have it in the people sheet. Then let's go to orders. So orders, in orders sheet you have order related information. For example, order ID. Okay, it's a unique ID. Okay, it's a unique ID. For each order it's going to be different. Then row ID. It is nothing but a primary key kind of column where it has the numbers. For each row it gives you a number. Okay, then order date, which talks about on which date you have placed the order. Then ship date, so which tells us on which date the order has been delivered. Then ship mode, okay, by using which mode the order has been delivered. Then the customer ID, so who is the customer. Then customer name, it talks about the customer name. Then segment, so which talks about which segment the customer falls in. For example, home office or consumer, those kind of things. Then it talks about customer address, country, city, state, postal code, region. Okay. Then next thing is product ID. So it talks about product information. Look at this: product ID, product category, subcategory, product name. For example, product name we can classify it into, I mean the different products can be classified into subcategories and category. For example, let's take something. Okay, see, Xerox 1968, which is a product and which falls under the subcategory of paper, and the product category is office supplies. Okay, this is how we are classifying the products. Then the sales, which talks about the value of the order, value of the order. Then quantity, so which talks about how much quantity uh, you are buying. Okay, then is there a discount, or then finally the field talks about profit, so which talks about the profit of selling an item or profit on a particular order. So this is the data which we are going to use to learn our Tableau features or options. We are going to use this data to represent in a visual way. Then we have another sheet called returns, so which talks about what and all the orders got returned. Okay, so these are the three sheets available as part of your Tableau installation. As part of installation itself, you get this data. So now let me make a connection to read the data from by using Tableau. Okay, if you say connect to Excel, it will take you to the default path where you have this sample stores. For example, if you feel you have the data on desktop, you can go to desktop. Okay, and you can try to open any of the Excel sheet. Okay, for example, if I would like to read the data from this, then I can open it. Okay, see, open. Then it will start reading the data from that spreadsheet. So that spreadsheet has these many fields. Okay, I'm not interested to open this, so let me open. So go to data, new data source. Okay, connect to Excel. Then what is the path? So let me go to here. This is the default data which you get along with the Tableau. Then say open. Okay. Now when you open this data source, it has three sheets. So which sheet you would like to read it? So for example, if I want to read orders, you can just drag drop orders. Then it will read you the data and it will start showing you the columns. The first thing is columns, then below is the data. Okay, in column also you have lot of options. See this: rename, copy, hide, aliases, create calculative field, describe. So learning Tableau is nothing but learning about all these options. How can you deal with these data types? How can you rename these columns? How can you create a duplicate column? Then if you want to have some filters, you can add the filters. So while reading the data itself, you can restrict the data by saying that I want to see the data which belongs to US and which belongs to particular region. Okay, for example, I would like to see only East data or South data. All that kind of filters you can apply it. Then look at this. You have two kinds of connections. One is live, one is extract. If you say live, which means if the data is going to be continuously getting updated into the Excel sheet, it will be reading that data live. Okay, if you say extract, here we can specify the time frames. For example, once in 5 minutes or once in an hour you go and start extracting the data. So which means a live connection will not be there between your data source and your Tableau desktop. So if it is a database, we use the connection as live. If it is spreadsheet or CSV files or data files, we use extract. Okay, we'll learn about all these options. Today I'm just going to navigate the Tableau desktop options. Okay, then look at these all options. For example, if it is a character data type, then it will show you as ABC. Okay, then if it is number, it will show you in a different format. Look at this, it will show you a number. Okay, then if it is date, it will show you like a calendar. Okay, see, look at this, it has read the data automatically and it started identifying this column as date. Whereas if you take any other reporting tool, for example, I have been working on OBE for the past 8-9 years. If I talk about OBE, there, when I read this Excel sheet, I need to manually specify that each column's data type. So for each column, I need to specify the data type, saying that this column is a number, this column is a date, this column is a this column is a character. For example, this is the varchar type, this is a number type, it's a pure number, it's an integer. Okay, then this is a date. So each column I need to go and manually specify, saying that this belongs to this data kind of thing. And if I want to add filters, I need to I will get a chance to do it only in the next layer, which means business model mapping layer. So it takes a lot of time to get there. But whereas Tableau, in a minute time, I can read the data, I can start adding the filters, then I can go and build the reports. Okay, so we'll learn about all these options. And right now I have only one worksheet. If I want to join these orders with the people, I can just drag drop this sheet from here to here. Look at this. These two sheets has the relationship between between these two sheets. So here you can decide whether you want to use inner join, which means equi join, or else you want to use left outer join or right outer join. All those kind of options you get there once you start adding multiple data sources. So for example, if I add this also, look at this. Orders and returns has the connectivity, and whereas people and returns don't have the connections or don't have the commonality between the data. So Tableau has identified automatically when you drag drop the sheets. At the same time, when you drag drop the sheets, it will start giving you all the available columns from these three sheets. Let me show you. So if you remember, this returned returned order item ID and return, these two are coming from returns worksheet. And whereas the people, what about the people? Look at this. Person region. See this. See the table name as well. We call it as a table or sheet or data source. So these two fields, person and region, these two are coming from people sheet. Then return and order ID, these two columns are coming from returns sheet or returns table. Okay. For example, if you are reading the data from database table, then it will start showing you the database tables here. When you drag drop the tables from here to here, in the same way you get the table name here, then the field names, then the corresponding joins. You will see all these kind of things. Okay. And if you don't want to have this sheet, you can remove it, and you can even duplicate if you want one more sheet. So you can do all those operations. Once you do that, it will start automatically removing the columns from here. Then if you would like to read more, if you have more data, then you can say next 1,000 rows, next 1,000 rows, like that. Okay. Then for example, now you have read the data and you would like to make a report. So then here is the option. So go to file. When first you save it, you can save this workbook. Okay. In any place. Save it. Okay. Then look at this. Here is the place where we are going to see the options of graphs, charts, everything. So first we extract the data, then we go and start building the worksheets. Once worksheet is done, we go and publish to the dashboard, and here is the storytelling. Then here is the analysis. For example, you want to have totals, forecast, trend lines, special values, table, all the options. We are going to learn it, how to filter the data, all those kind of things. Then here are the maps, whether you want to do some mapping kind of thing. Maps in the sense, um, I want to put USA map, and as and when I click on a particular state, it has to show me the state's sales data or profits data. Those kind of maps you can put it. And here you have a lot of options. For example, show me. You can show the data in different graphs and different views. So all these kind of things we are going to learn. So basically, what we need to learn is how to read the data, then how can I build the worksheet, then how to add the worksheets to the dashboard, then how can I publish it, then how can I tell a story by using data. Okay. Then how to add the maps. So then later we have a couple of other options. Okay. So all these things we are going to learn. This is the Tableau desktop version. This is how it looks. Okay. So just to show you. Look at this. I have read the data from the Excel sheet. Now I have all the columns available. Okay. For example, if I want to make a report, I just need to drag drop the columns. So look at this. Okay. You have only one country, so it just started showing for country wise. Then if I want to add any region, you can add it so that the data is going to be split. Look at this. This is as simple as that. So you just read the data from Excel and you started building a report. This is as quick as this. Okay. Then if you want to change your graphs, you can show all. You can do all these kind of things. You have the show me option. You can start clicking on that different chart options. It will start showing you in a different way. Look at this. Okay. So see, United States, Central, East, South, West. When I put my mouse on any of the object, it will start showing you the profit. Okay, for that particular central region or east region, all those kind of things. So we will learn about all the options available here. What is meant by color, size, label, detail, tooltip. So here you have a lot of other options as well. Then all these graphs and charts. Then how can you make use of different analysis options? For example, totals, forecasts, trend lines, special values. All these things, all these options we are going to learn it. Okay. So this is how the Tableau desktop looks, guys. So today in today's session we have learned how to sign into the Tableau website, then how to sign into the communities, then how can I download the free trial version of Tableau desktop, then how can I install it, then we have just we had a walkthrough about how can I read the data from Excel sheet by using Tableau connection. Then how can I represent the data in a graphical way in a minute time. So all this kind of introduction to the Tableau desktop, at the same time a little bit walk through about the options we have completed. So in the next class I'm going to show you all about the connections. In the connection we have a lot of options here. So what is meant by live, what is meant by extract. When you do extract, so how can I restrict a lot of other options. Then how can I change the data types of these columns, how can I filter it, how can I make duplicate. All the options available in the connections we are going to learn in the next class. Once that is learned, then we will start learning about how can I build the reports by using all the columns and measures. So look at this, it started identifying the measures automatically. Okay, so it reads the data from Excel sheet and it identifies what and all the descriptive columns are available, what and all the measures or numeric fields are available. So it identifies automatically. Okay, we will see all these options. So I'm done with this session. So if you have any doubts, then let me stop it here and I can clarify your doubts.